Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Shift Now for January 30th to January 31st, 2023. For those of you who are new here, my name is Arlene Grace, and I have been doing this work for about 13 years, channeling frequencies, working with energy, developing these tools that help us and myself come back to here, now, being in alignment, understanding that we are creators of our own experience. And so I invite you to be open, to be allowing, to be discerning of the information that's coming through, and know that this is an energetic transmission. And so as you come into center, as you breathe into the body, know that the information that's coming through may create an activation within the body. Good morning, everyone. As you are joining in on the call, please feel free to say hello. Welcome, everyone. I hope that you had the most extraordinary weekend. And as you come into discernment of what is true for you, also allow for yourself just to notice, just to be curious to what this information may be offering you, because we can shift in just a moment, just like this, right? And so we're coming to the end of, good morning, we're coming to the end of January. And January has been the energy of the 8. It's all about coming into being our own authority, being the author of our life. It's letting go of victimhood. It's noticing when we are chasing, when we are pushing, when we are trying to have power over. It's noticing where we have the drama in our life, right? And there have also been these themes that have been playing out for us where we've been moved to really truly trust our own intuition, to let go of the plan, to let go of the how, to let go of the certainty, right? To be flexible, that there is more available to us, and the allowance of letting go of control so that we can allow for God, the universe creator, to work with us, right? We are here in a space of allowing our ideas to expand, to trust that all of the answers are from within, to trust our own intuition. Good morning, everyone. Fancy. Another theme that's playing is that the world that we are in is in transition. And so you may be noticing that there are secrets that are rising up, either in the news, within your own family, within your own self, and that they are being discovered rather than being chased. No one in this space is broken. No one's broken. The world isn't broken. And yet there are places that are wanting to shift, to change, to grow, to evolve just like us, right? And so we are here in this space affirming our vision. We are becoming the visionary in our life. Now, I really want to speak to divine timing. So, divine timing, the law of divine timing is really this understanding that we are to be in alignment with what it is that we desire. And as we come into this alignment of what it is that we desire, and this desire is integral because this desire is showing us our own limitations to what we want. And so this desire is activating this feeling within us, it's activating this state. And in this activation of this state, the law of divine timing allows for us to play with the universe, to stay in alignment. And so we come into an awareness, I want this, I want to experience this. And in that, I now am hitting my own limitations. As I hit my own limitations, I now come into acceptance of what is. I come into the acceptance that I had this limitation, that I had this program, that I had this idea, that I had this belief. And then I start to dance. I start to dance with the divine where I claim I'm going to have it anyway. I'm going to do the work. As I'm moving through this divine timing, I then come into this place of activation. The activation is happening within my body, which is happening within my mind, my emotions, my physical body. There's a transmutation, there's a shift that's happening, and I begin to play and dance with the universe as the universe, source, God starts to giving me all of these things. And so now I'm in momentum with it, and I get to pivot, I get to choose, I get to decide, what am I going to do with all of this feedback that's coming my way? As I have this feedback that's coming my way, I start to now begin to see that what I'm wanting to experience is starting to fall into place. And so, if it's money, I start to gain clients. My business starts to expand. I start to receive new business partners. I start to receive people saying, "Hey, I just want to give you money for no reason. Hey, I want to give money into your business. Hey, I believe in your mission." And we move into the fulfillment of it where everything falls into place and ding, 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 you've got money in the bank, right? And so this divine timing is everywhere. We have this divine timing process in our day. We have it in our year. We have it in our birth year, dependent on our birthday. We have it in our week. So we've been focused on this energy in the week as I give you the energetic forecast. And so today is about awareness. And at the same time, there's another layer of information where for the year from January up until the end of close to the end of February, we're in the awareness stage. We're here to do the things. We're receiving information of, hey, wouldn't it be fun to do this? Wouldn't it be fun to experiment with this? Oh my God, there's this truth I didn't see. I need to work with that. And so we're receiving information, we're receiving blessings, we're getting ideas to play with, not just in our week with what we're wanting to experience, but with whatever we're desiring to fall into place, come into manifestation, come to fruition for the entire year. Right? And so today we have an awareness. We're in the energy of 10 of clubs. And so we're receiving information of, wouldn't it be fun to do this? I think that it'd be nice to go out to the mall and to buy a new shirt. I think that I would love to have this awareness of connecting with Mocha and Shelly and having a conversation. I think it would be lovely to connect with Jocelyn and Lisa, so you're having all of these awarenesses. And today's the day to try new things. Because as you try new things, there is no long-term result of it. And so if you were inspired to buy a lottery ticket for a gajillion dollars, and if you were to win the gajillion dollars, there's going to be no long-term payoff from that, because more than likely, all of the money might be gone by the end of the year. If you were to put a gajillion dollars into the lottery and you lost it all, well, the effects of losing all of that money would not affect you all year. And so today is the day to do the things. Today is the day to allow yourself to have the awareness. Now, we've got the 10 of clubs. And so the 2 is, how am I in community with others? How am I connecting to others? How am I engaging with people? Now, remember, we've got this energy of power. We're walking through this understanding, this deeper understanding of, what does power mean for me? Do I have power over? Am I giving my power away? And as I come into connection, the 10 of clubs is like, and who are you as a leader? Do you take the lead in your life? Now, remember that this is a theme that's been playing since last week, and yet we're coming into a deeper awareness of where you may be giving your power away, where you may be stealing your meaning, the meaning of what you think of you, from others, from your business, from who you think you are in the world, from your family, from the label of being mom, from all of these places where you may be identifying outside of yourself. And so the 10 of clubs is asking you, who am I as a leader? Happy Monday. And what has stopped me from leading? What has stopped you from leading? What has stopped you from leading your own life? What has stopped you from moving your message out into the world? What has stopped you from being impact? What has stopped you from sharing your message? Everyone here is creating a legacy. Now, this legacy can be in nurturing your children to raise outstanding, amazing light beings in the world who will carry out something in the world. Your legacy can be that you want to engage with 5,000 clients, teaching them a program that allows for them to come into knowing who they are. Your legacy can be building websites for other people. Your legacy can be creating t-shirts and sharing a mission out in the world. Whatever that is, what's stopping you from doing it? And this is what the awareness that we are having as we engage with others. Good morning. Right? And so to be curious and to come aware of, where am I borrowing my energy with others? Where do I need other people? Because we're really being inspired to understand, to know that we don't need people. We don't need anyone. And it's not so that we can be alone. It's not so that we can be independent. It's not so that we can have no one in our life because we don't need them. No, it's that we fill ourselves up with everything that we need first. And so we're playing with codependency in our relationships. Many times we come into a relationship, and this is something that has been patterned, that has been programmed. I come into a relationship till death do me part. And so, till death do me part, back in the 50s and 40s, it was, I was engaging with a man or with a partner so that I may be of service to them, so that I could keep a house, so that I can cook the food, so that I can nurture the children, so that I could birth the children, and nothing more. That's what I would do. I would have sex when it was time to have sex, and I would love and support my partner. And my partner in itself, he would supply me with money. He would supply me with a home. He would supply me with drives to where I needed to be. He would supply me with the money to go and buy the groceries. He would supply me with all of those things, right? Fuck that. Yeah. And so there was a codependency. I fulfilled this part of my bargain. You fulfilled this part of my bargain. We need each other in order to be whole. But we're coming to this understanding that we are whole here now. Like I said earlier, no one is fucking broken. And so if you are whole here now, noticing where you are going to others in order to fulfill something, in order to receive something, in order to engage in something that fills this desire for, I must be loved because people are paying attention to me. I must be valuable because people are wanting to engage in my business. I must be smart because all of you guys are here and watching. All of these things, we're letting go of that so that we can come into, I'm going to fill me first with whatever it is that I need in this moment. And then I'm going to engage with my romantic partner. And so it's noticing and allowing yourself to come into awareness of, here I am. I'm just going to take a deep breath. And I'm wanting to engage with my partner, right? I'm telling a story. So I'm wanting to engage with my romantic partner, and I'm texting him and he's not responding. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm just all of these things. And there's this energy underneath it. I can feel it in my stomach. It's like, I need attention. I need love. I need to be seen. Well, then now it's my job to come back and to sit here and to feel, well, what does that state feel like in my body? What does it feel like to feel fulfilled with attention? What does it feel like to be fulfilled with love? What does it mean for me to see myself? And once I fill that need, once I top that up from within me, I engage in my relationship. But I engage in my relationship by asking myself, well, what do I want? What do I want in my relationship? What do I want to share? Because I am whole, he, she, they are whole. And so if I am whole and they are whole, then this is where I want to play. I want to play in this dynamic called relationship. I want to play in this dynamic called community. I want to play in this dynamic called coach client, whatever that is. And so it's paying attention to allowing yourself to be aware and to notice where you may be trying to take energy from others and where others may try to take energy from you, because these are the relationship dynamics that are coming to rise today as you discover where you may or may not be taking the lead in your life. Does that make sense? Jocelyn, my mom quit smoking because my dad left only 3 cigarettes a day while he went to work and she cared for all the kids. Right? And so think about that, because in all of this, there is lack, there is control, there's trying to have control over, when really and truly all of that is just an illusion and a distortion. Now, we move into Tuesday. So this is an awareness. We move into Tuesday. Tuesday, in the divine timing, we're now moving into acceptance. Now, acceptance can be emotional energy. It can be where we are receiving and we are noticing our own relationships, even to a higher degree. It may be where we are coming into the awareness of where you may have been sabotaging yourself, where you may have been separating yourself from others, where you may have been betraying yourself. And so, this is a day for you to come into acceptance of you, acceptance of them, to come into forgiveness of them. Now, to come into forgiveness of another is not to forget what they've done, it's to let them off the hook. And to let them and yourself off the hook is to allow yourself to be able to come back into alignment with self, right? To let go of the beliefs. When you can come into forgiveness and come into gratitude for that forgiveness, you start to shift the cells in your brain. And when you start to shift the cells in your brain, what wires together fires together. And so if you're angry, if you're resentment, if you're pissed off, if you're frustrated, or if you are, codependent, then that's going to wire together and that's going to get you to move and to take action and to behave on behalf of it. But if you can come into gratitude, that breaks free. And when that breaks free, you start to allow for yourself to have even more awarenesses of where your patterns are, where you may be playing that role for yourself and the other person. Right. And so as you come into this acceptance and this awareness, you're going to connect with resources. People may come into your life. It can be an ex, it can be your partner now, it can be your children, whoever that is will be coming into your life to show you. I call them my muse. Right. And so people may be engaging with you so that you can start to see what it is time to let go of. We're moving into an energy of the 3, 9 of clubs. And so this is seeing the truth of how you think and who you think you are. And so as you're coming into the truth, there's an opportunity to let go. Now, let go is an aspect of forgiveness. To let go of the emotions, to let go of the attachments. We're really moving in this direction of seeing where we are attached to others, to our social media, to the way of eating, to the way of exercising, to the way that we wake up. Are you waking up in fight or flight? To the way that you are behaving or acting upon things that do not serve you, and to amp up the things that do. And so there's this letting go or an invitation to let go of the expectation that the physical world is going to keep you safe, is going to make you feel good, is going to make you happy, is going to make you feel valuable, is going to make you full of meaning, is going to make you feel free. And instead, begin by feeling that state within you first, right? Filling that, as we said earlier on today, right? Filling that need here first, then engaging in the world, because the world cannot give you meaning. The world cannot say that you are valuable. The world cannot tell you that you are loved. The world will not show you that you are free, nor will it show you that you are safe if you do not feel it from within you. As within, so without. We're being invited to stop believing that all of our thoughts and to start questioning them and to be curious so that we can see life from a place where we understand that our mind is going to perceive the things that it sees. And if we are in a state of not feeling valuable, not feeling worthy, not feeling loved, then that's how we're going to experience our mind, because we are not it. And so we want to stop believing everything that our mind is generating, all of the thoughts, and start questioning, is this actually true for me? Right? We also want to stop believing or start trying to protect ourselves from all the bad that's out there. Because again, if we believe that there is bad out there, then there is something that is within us that is feeling unsafe and out of alignment. And so noticing, where am I trying to protect myself from the outside world? Where am I, what is it that a flamingo does, where they duck their head into the sand whatever that animal is, right? I'm not going to duck my head out of the sand to stop myself from seeing what's out in the world. I'm not going to hide from it because there are things that are happening in the world. But I'm going to be with it. I'm going to notice my own nervous system. And if my nervous system is being affected by what I'm actually seeing and the feedback that I'm receiving, then I'm going to move through it so that I can come back into feeling safe in my own body. I cannot control what others do. I cannot control that others are ruining the food that's out there, or that people are hurting children, or that, all of these things are happening on the planet. I cannot control that, but I can control my own alignment. I can come back to center. I can come back to remember my wholeness. I can come back to remembering that I am the light, and that the light that I am changes the world, that the light that I am ripples out. And so I will continue to do that. I will continue to be the impact by paying attention to me first, then others, right? We also we are also being invited to stop imagining that the point of your life, the point of your existence is to arrive, is to achieve, is to accomplish. That really and truly, the purpose of you is you. You are your purpose. And to engage with life, to live your life, to allow yourself to have the things that you desire, to have the things that you're wanting to experience, not because someone told you you're supposed to, but because this is from within you. This is you connected to your higher self, to God, to source, to universe, to your spirit guides. This is the contract that you signed up for, that you are doing it here in this lifetime now, and you're on it, right? And to stop judging and labeling and resisting your life by being outside of it, but to come back within, to be in full acceptance of you, who you are, what you're here to do, which is you, what you're here to experience, which is your life. And so there are big shifts that are happening at the beginning of this week. These are the themes: to let go of, I know that I've said it time and time and time again, like let go of the old story, but to come into awareness where you're still being held, right? One of the things that I noticed is, one, our mind during this time can really begin to be our friend, right? And so to be curious of the quality of your thoughts. Now, my mind was engaging with an ex-partner, and I couldn't understand why. I wasn't feeling the emotion of it. I wasn't feeling sad. I wasn't feeling love. I was actually feeling neutral, but my mind was going back to a person, right? And so I took a moment to sit, and I was sitting with the thought. And I asked my body, okay, body, what's happening in this moment? And my body said one word, and the word was certainty. My body wanted the certainty of the ups and downs. My body was desiring the certainty of the fight or flight. My body was desiring the certainty of it wasn't going to work out. And so it was my job to stop in that moment and say, no, 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 no. I understand, body, that this is what you're desiring because this is the habit, this is the pattern, this is what we've done since we were 4. And I choose a new story, I'm choosing a new experience, and will you come along with me? And so these are the types of things that are happening for you as we continue this week. To notice where you are in fight and flight, to notice where you are in your nervous system and the quality of your thoughts. Now is the time for a new story. And as we continue to let go of all of the ideas and the beliefs and the programmings, because we're getting deeper and deeper into our understanding of ourselves, and we're letting go of deeper levels, layers of our own programming, of our own belief systems, as we engage with the world, right? As we engage in life. And so your key over the next couple of days is to do new things, to let go of the tried and tested, to let go of the certainty of how you think it's going to be, even if you think you're going to be disappointed, right? To let go and to allow yourself to be disappointed if that's the case. Many of us are in relationship where we stay in relationship because we don't want to be disappointed. But if you were to allow yourself to just feel that disappointment, I'm disappointed in myself. I'm disappointed in my relationship. I'm disappointed in the choices that I've made in my life, so that you can free yourself of it. It will allow for you to engage with life in a different way. And I can hear some of your thoughts with that. Like, to imagine that is the one thing that we stop ourselves from feeling: disappointment. Because many of the times when we finally come to that place of being disappointed, whether that's in relationship or with ourselves, we know we've broken through the pattern. We know that we've decided something else. And so allow yourself to be disappointed, to feel that energy if that is rising up for you, so that you can start to see your life with greater clarity. So, yeah. Martha, I had a beautiful experience with a salamander in the snow who ran up to me. I felt fear. I was aware. And when I allowed my heart to lead, a beautiful unfolding of events unfolded, and a divine feeling of joy and experiencing, helping this creature in union with another loving human. That's beautiful. Mesa, my mind was doing this morning around an ex. In my case, it was like I created a story in the future that somehow vindicated how it ended and how much pain I felt. I don't feel any pain, so I wonder if these stories are my way of letting others go. Yeah, and so sometimes in the drama of things, we allow part of our mind to be the bully. We play part of our mind as the victim and the protagonist. And so we have a part of our mind that is bullying the victim in our mind, so that we can just make a choice rather than just coming back into alignment. What do I want? Who am I? And what do I want to experience? Oh, I want to experience trust. I want to experience communication. I want to experience joy. I want to experience love. I want to experience all of these things. This is what I'm building in my relationship. And so I choose this. And in the choosing of this experience, everything else can start to fall away. Right? And so noticing when the mind is going and triangulating, that you can stop in the moment, notice the story, come into forgiveness or acceptance of what is and what was, to notice that you're actually in the future. Come back here and decide, this is what I want. Right? Yeah. So I am curious this Monday morning, what intentions do you have? What questions do you have? What is rising up? Feels like a big energy month, big energy week. Mesa. My intention is to stay aligned regardless of outer circumstances and allow abundance to flow. I got a bit off track yesterday and this morning. I'm still feeling pretty centered and good overall. Would love cards to support me this week. Okay, what cards are supporting Mesa? So as I was feeling earlier on, like coming to a choice point, it feels like you haven't yet decided what it is that you're wanting to experience that will help to keep you in alignment. It almost feels like what you've been wanting has come to fruition and there's something more. And even I'm hearing like come to fruition. What's come to fruition? Well, there's an invitation to expand and to expand what it is that you're wanting to experience, so that you can move through the divine timing again. And so it's like dream bigger, want more. Yeah. And so as you come into the relationship, the muse, this person that is playing in your thoughts, is allowing for you to come into better discernment of what it is that you're wanting to experience. I'm going to imagine that what you're wanting is different from that experience, and you're wanting something bigger, you're wanting something greater, you're wanting something more. And so as you come into this place, there is an invitation to come into forgiveness for this partner or this ex-partner, to notice what it is that you were As you come into forgiveness, there will be awareness, more discernment, more information of what you're actually truly wanting to experience. And at the same time, you're going to discover a little bit more about yourself, where you may have betrayed yourself, where you may not have continued to decide, this is what I want to experience. Does that make sense? As you move through this journey and you come into an understanding of, I want this. Well, now you're faced with are you willing to move on behalf of that? Are you willing to choose this every day? Are you willing to do something new on behalf of this? Are you willing to do the things in order to attain this? There's a further letting go of some of the patterns that you have as you continue to create this relationship that you're desiring. And so the result is you coming into a deeper sense of mastery for yourself, both in the mind, the emotions, your spirit, and your physical body. As I'm feeling your physical body, it's almost like as you are in alignment, your physical body moves on its own to go and to try to hug the person. Does that make sense? And so there's this unconscious, like, I want to go in this direction because I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be without a partner. And so this is an old thread that's falling away. So paying attention, again, coming back into alignment, coming back into the alignment of what it is that you're wanting to experience, remembering who you are as you start to engage with what you want. Yeah. Let's see. Martha, I would love a card to lean into supporting me on a deeper self-love journey and actualization of it to get what I want, to completely love me without outside relevance. Ooh, look at that. That's like a go big or go home energy, Martha. There's so what I'm noticing in the mind for you is there's a bit of a preconceived ideas or distortions of how you think that's supposed to look. Yeah, it's interesting because it looks like there's this ring around your head, very much like a halo, but it's keeping you stuck and tight against what is really happening around you. It's fascinating. I'm just going to read your question again. Completely love me without outside relevance. I'm just looking at your chart for a sec. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there's a bit of, whenever I see the King of Hearts, one, it's emotional mastery, but it's also letting go of different aspects of the personality, which we would call the ego. And so there's a part of your ego that's really wanting to hold firm onto how you see life and how you engage with others, specifically men. There are men in your life that fed you your own value, that fed you your own validation, that fed you your own worthiness when you're being invited to come back into deepening the value that you have for yourself, right? To feel the value that's moving through you. It's not just going to be love, it's self-love. It's going to be love and value together, connected as one. And so there's this shattering of these rose-colored glasses that are wanting to happen in what it means and what it means to have a man in your life, right? And so it's like I said earlier on, we came into this place of wholeness, we came into this place of expectation. And so you're letting go of the expectation of what a man's role is in your life, especially in connection with your children. It doesn't mean that your children are not part of you or part of your life, but in this desire for a relationship, which is kind of what I'm feeling, you're desiring a relationship. You are whole, your partner or the partner that you're calling in is whole, and you're wanting to engage in this experience together, and you're calling him in to convergence with it, right? You're inviting him in to this story. But there's energetic thread of what it means to be a single mom, what it means to think you need help or need support, what it means to um, have a baby daddy or have a man be their dad. Like there's a bunch of things that are just wanting to fall away as you come into this self-love journey. There's, again, I'm feeling this identification of what does it mean to be what does it mean to be a solo mom? What does it mean to be a single mom in life today? And letting go of what I can feel as shame and some sadness, some other ties that are there. So as you come into forgiveness and you let go, you come into a deeper sense of what is it to nurture me? This is also your diagonal Mercury. So I'm not surprised it rose up. You come into a deeper understanding of love and value as a frequency first. And as you come into a deeper understanding of love and value as a frequency first, it's almost like it's going to shatter how you see the feedback in the world, because they're both connected together. Does that make sense? And so there's a falling away of ideas, of stories, of what society said, of what people told you to do about relationships, about how you're supposed to relate. And as you let go of that and let go of needing them, you start to come back into remembering your wholeness, embodying deeper sense of value, deeper sense of love, a deeper sense of what it is to nurture me first, then my children. And engaging in what is it that you're wanting in a partner in life, a romantic partner in life. And I'm also hearing, but I just want to play. I just want to play in relationship and all of the things. Well, great. And let go of all of these, because all of this stuff is skewing the play that you're wanting to engage in. Yeah. Okay. Mocha came into awareness yesterday of a pattern. I have defended and justified a family member for lifetimes. Yesterday was the first day I realized I'd given pieces of myself away for so long. It's painful. Ah, that's a beautiful awareness. It's a beautiful awareness. Yeah. I don't know if you're asking for a card, so if you are, you let me know. I love that you were reading my mind. You're welcome, Mesa. I feel I can't truly know what I want until I fully love me, which is the big new intention. Yeah, absolutely. And so we can see in this new intention what's falling away, right? What's already wanting to come to be seen, which is extraordinary, Martha. Lori, so good. I've been feeling a nudge to return things to an ex. It's been 3 months. My mind says closure. I've forgiven the whole. So I'm torn. Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to pull a card on that. So you've been feeling a nudge to return the things. So have you given meaning to the things that you're returning? Does that make sense? Sometimes there's that, like I'm feeling as though what I'm feeling from you is there's this, it's almost an excuse in order to engage, in order to be seen, in order to, it's like planting a seed. So my curiosity for you is, have these things become a seed for you to be seen, for you to be validated, for you to be loved, for you to be, for you not to be forgotten? And just notice that as it's rising up. Yeah. Because that feedback, like if that's what's rising up, right? If these things that he has left behind and that you're wanting in return are being seen as that, then you will not receive what it is that you're looking for. Again, we're coming back into what is it that you need? What is it that, if you are needing closure, if the mind is saying closure, what does that feel like in your body? As you feel that in your body, as you feel whatever closure means in the body, if it feels ease, it feels simple, it feels empty is almost what I'm feeling. It feels empty, like empty space, like possibility. Then allowing this feeling to inspire you to engage in returning the things. But the Six of Spades is saying you're taking action before it's inspired. And because you're taking action before it's inspired, then you want to take a look at what's the cause? What's the reason that I'm actually wanting to do that? What's the truth? And as you come into the truth, allowing that to shift within you so that you can act from an inspired act, inspired by what it is that you're actually truly wanting to experience. This is falling away. There's a part of the mind thread that's falling away for you. And so as you do that, you come into the fulfillment. Now, the fulfillment doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to see him and return the things. It may be that you're inspired to just let go of the things by donating them. It could be that you're inspired to let go of the things by giving it to people that actually need the things. It could be that you're inspired to just not say a word, that you feel good. Expression of things, and what do the things mean, right? What do the things actually mean, and what do they actually represent? And I'm hearing you, it's his stuff. Yeah, and has he asked for it? Like, it's one thing to express, hey, I've got your stuff. It's in a box. Do you want it? I left it outside. Come pick it up whenever you want. Or is there in this deeper sense of, I'm willing to express myself and allow for him to take his own self-responsibility too, so that I don't necessarily need to engage. I'll receive fulfillment of myself, of what I'm wanting to experience at a higher level that doesn't pull me back into a relationship that didn't serve me. Does that make sense? Like, it's really seeing that in this journey of letting this relationship go, you are not the same person. And so who is this person that's wanting to give back the things? And just noticing that, right? Because this is it's a beautiful opportunity to see who you are now and to make choices from that space. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, there you go, Lori. Lisa, I would love guidance for this week, please. A lot of what other ladies are asking, I can also resonate with. So this whole combo is interesting. Beautiful. All right. What guidance is coming through for Lisa this week? Oops. There we are. Oh. Yeah. Nine of Hearts. So there's some energy that's moving through your body. And as I see you, it's interesting because you're sitting here. I can see you sitting, but your hands are everywhere. Like, you've got so many hands. You've got your hands doing this, and like, if you were a business owner, it'd be like, oh, I got my hands over here and they're writing up a post, and I got my hands over here and they're taking care of my kids, and I got my hands over here and I got to go to the doctors because I'm pregnant and we got to check something out. I have my hands over here. I got to pick up my husband. I got my hands over here. I got to pick up my kids. I got my hands over here. There's basketball practice tonight, and I got my hands over here that are over doing this thing. And so you are busy. There are things that are happening in your life, and there's a part of you that's holding yourself back in protection from feeling the engagement of these things. So all of these things have become automatic. They're automatic things. It's like, ding, this is what I do next. Ding, this is what I do next. Ding, this is what I do next. But you're not bringing all of you into the experience of your life. And so this shield of protection is holding you from feeling the emotions, holding you from really accessing what it is that you're wanting to experience. It's holding you from really feeling your feelings. There's some feelings or emotions that are wanting to rise up, but I can hear your mind. It's like, I don't have the time to process. I don't have the time to feel my feelings. Don't you know, I've got like a toddler. I've got all of these things that are on the move, but it's really important for you to come back and to allow the emotional release, for these emotions to rise up, to leave the body, for you to come into this place of not being stoic. It's almost like you're being very stoic. And so the holding back of feeling your feelings and your emotions And keeping that all in your body is actually holding you back from the fulfillment of what you're wanting to experience. Because though you are stoic and not feeling the things, and though you are on automatic, you're seeing things through a lens of, we'll say, without color. You're seeing life as this is life, right? Like, I'm a mom, I'm a partner, I'm going to be a mom again. Like, I'm pregnant. I'm babysitting. I'm like all of these things. And there's just no nurturance there. There's no life there. And so you're being invited to kind of pull back from your life, to observe it, and to decide, do you want to engage with life? And if you were to engage with life, what if it were simple? Because I can also hear you. It sounds hard. But what if engaging with your life was actually simple? What if engaging with your life actually allowed for you to receive? What if engaging with your life actually allowed for you to see things more clearly? It allowed for you to see where support was available. It allowed for you to see where you may be holding on to patterns that just don't serve. It's interesting because I'm also getting this vision of you. I don't know why, but you're skipping rope, but you're holding the skip rope, and it's double dutch. So you're holding the, I guess, the skip rope. And what are you doing? You never go and take your turn. You never go and play. You never take the opportunity to do the things, to engage with life, to engage with your kids in such a way, to do the things, because there's just all of these other things that you have to do. And so there's this invitation as well to engage with life, to play, to have fun, to experience, to love hard, to love fully, to love yourself fully. Because we've got the Ace of Spades as your result. Things are being cleared away in your life, but in order for the things to be cleared away in your life, you need to engage with it. And so to engage with your life so that you can see what's going to be swept away, not because you are now, this is going to allow for you to control it, but so that you can see where you're making space. And so there are shifts that are happening for you. And regardless of how stoic you think you will be in order to hold it into place, it's going to shift anyway. And so are you willing to flow with your life and let yourself shift with it? And it almost feels like it's like the tsunami is going to come in. People are going to fall away. People are going to be pulled away into sea, but they're not being pulled away into sea to be taken away from you. They're being pulled away into sea so that they can have their own emotional experience. Does that make sense? So if everyone is your mirror and you are being stoic and you're being guarded, you are being protective of your own energy, everyone else is mirroring that to you. And so as you allow yourself to melt, to feel the emotions, you'll start to see others will begin to actively engage with you in that way too, because you're perceiving them differently. So this is a big week for you to really notice these things, to notice how you're engaging with life, to decide, how do I want to engage with my life? How do I want to play? What am I here to do? And I also feel like what you're doing with work, it's like what you're doing with work is changing. And so you're getting ideas and awarenesses and thoughts, and all of these things are coming up to play. But again, this being stoic is in the way for you actually seeing a little bit more clearly. Phew. Mocha. I would take a card, please. So I'm just going to allow that emotion, that connection, the enmeshment to rise up and to disconnect. I can feel it up in the throat and behind the neck. So we're just allowing that to go. It's definitely connected to the root as well. And so the stories that you tell yourself and how you express, if I express myself in this way, I will be punished. Punished just being a general term of I might be alone. I won't have the money that I want. I won't have the house. I won't have the material things in your life. And so, interesting. 5 of Spades. Right. So as you came into an awareness of this connection that you've been doing for lifetimes, you will start to receive more and more information that's going to offer you more clarity about what it is that you're wanting to experience, what you're wanting to experience in relationship with this person, if this person is still in your life. And so as this starts to fall away, it's almost like you're going to pull back, you're going to get the awareness, you're releasing the enmeshment, but that doesn't mean that they're going to change. They're in this relationship with you. And so it's going to be important for you to engage with them, to tell them what it is that you're wanting to experience in relationship together. They will continue to act the way that they are because they've been in this relationship with you for lifetimes. And so they're used to that. And it's part of their patterning. It's part of their cellular memory. It's all of the things. And so you are going to, well, you're being invited to express once you come into this awareness of what it is that you're wanting to experience, so that you can start to co-create a new, I don't even want to say new, but an open relationship, an openly communicative and openly connected and openly transparent relationship where there is no hierarchy in this relationship. Does that make sense? And so in doing that, your result is Queen of Spades, which I love. So your result is Queen of Spades, which is really harnessing your own intuition, your own higher self, in how you're going to how you are being supported in this change, how you are being supported in your life, in this relationship. I feel like this person is going to mirror back to you, you, as you start to journey together, as you start to grow and evolve together. And she's going to offer some beautiful wisdom and knowledge that's going to help you to continue to evolve and grow as well. So it's an interesting thing. Are you willing to have the conversation? Are you willing to express yourself, to engage with life, engage in this relationship, so that you can continue to expand, to evolve, to grow? It feels like the both of you are here together to create something. And so what does that mean? What does that mean for you? Yeah. Oh, awesome, Lori. Yay. Wanda, I feel I'm holding on to something as I can feel this bubble that shifts and moves within my solar plexus and heart centers, including my arms. It comes and goes and sometimes shoots energetic flares to the surface. For me, physically, would love assistance in shifting this feeling out of my body. It feels there's something that you're wanting to express, but you're holding yourself back from expressing it. And so it feels as though part of the holding yourself back in expressing it is connected to an old pattern that you had, where when I did express myself, I was told to go to my room. I was told I was alone. I was separated. I was abandoned. I wasn't heard. I wasn't understood. No one saw me. And so this energy is wanting to pop, break through, break free in how you engage with the world, how you engage with others, how you communicate. There's a shift in how you've communicated in the past, where a lot of the words that you expressed were through anger or mischievousness. I don't even know what that means. You might. Mischievousness or even manipulation. And you're landing into trusting this energy that's wanting to be expressed, to know that to feel into, is this in alignment with the cause? Is this in alignment with what's wanting to move through me? What I'm wanting to express in the world, my expression in the world, how I'm seen in the world. And so it feels like your body is playing with you to help you to see this and to notice this. Yeah. And so there's this, as you're engaging, as you're expressing yourself, this energy is moving through you, not to show you where you are sacrificing yourself or where you had been sacrificed in past lives or in this lifetime for who you were, but to amp up your own divine will in I am devoted to my message. I am devoted to my expression. I am devoted to what I'm doing in the world. And so I will take that divine action. I will express myself. I will say the things. I will show up. I will be there with others. I am a fucking leader. And so there's this beautiful opportunity here to use this energy, to play with this energy as you engage, and to move your message out, and to this high, it feels like higher perception. So, or higher perception. And so as you are engaging, the result is your message now starts to flow more freely. You're starting to move your message out into the world. It's starting to be activated in the world. It's now connecting with others. It's now engaging with others. Others are coming into and being attracted to your own energetic field. There's also this, with this in connection together, you're letting go of other people's judgments, or the fear of other people's judgments, the fear of what other people might think of you and all of the things. And you're like, yeah, no shit's given. I'm doing the things. This is me. I'm going to do it. I want this. I want to experience this. I'm being true to me. I choose me. I'm doing the thing. So, yay, you. I love that. It's extraordinary. Lisa, yes, so good. So on. I feel a big change to come. Feel myself somewhat preparing, although letting go of control. Like there was a plug I need to pull, but from the sounds of it, I need to plug back into life. Yes, definitely. Aw. Hi, Joy. I can hear you singing in the background. I love it. You're so cute. Awesome. All right. Well, with Joy singing in the background, I love you, or I just called to say I love you, and she means it from the bottom of her heart, her heart. I think that I've answered all of the questions. Yay. Awesome. So wishing you all an extraordinary day, wishing you an extraordinary Monday. If you have any questions, if you're wanting to dive in deeper into your chart, if you're wanting to tap in with some channeling, I'm going to invite you to connect with me. And have an extraordinary Monday. And I'll see you on Wednesday. We're moving into February, new energy month. We're moving to the energy of the 9. And so, I'm excited. Change is afoot. Love you all. See you in the spaces. Bye for now.